Please hit the subscribe button for more content.
Hello, welcome to this video from racingbetdata.com. Going to try and bring you throughout the new year 2025 a series of relatively short, quick, easy videos for you to follow based on some of the queries and questions that we get from existing members. So today, this video, what we're going to be looking at is jockey data. So first thing to do, make sure you're signed in and navigate to the dashboard. Now the dashboard is the hub of our database. This is where you as an advanced member can export data filtered to your needs. Okay, so you have all of these filter controls. Anybody not familiar with how the dashboard works, simply ticking and unticking means that you include or exclude certain elements, and these are all broken down into separate sections with keys to the right hand side. So today, like I said, we're going to be looking at Jockey. So you can apply filters if you want to look at a specific jockey's record or data by using the drop down. But we're going to keep everything set to default and simply export for 2005. So we've only had, we're just under halfway through the month, and a lot of racing has been called off due to the weather. So there's not going to be a great deal. So the sample size is going to be pretty small. But you can see here very quickly how you can export. We can do it to screen as well. Just click submit. I've already gone ahead and done it to Excel, but if you wanted to look at this on the screen, click submit and you can get the data outputted to the screen as well. I'm going to flick the Excel back whilst that's loading and just show you how you can manipulate further in Excel. So we have all of the data in here, and the best way to do this is simply to use what's called a pivot table. It might look slightly different depending on the version of Excel you're using, but we're just selecting the full data area to include within here. And what we want to look at is the jockey. So the jockeys in the rows, you can see here, every jockey that's rode a horse so far this year, 2025, UK or Ireland, are listed. And then it's up to you how you want to present that data. Now, the simplest way to do it is to put in here the place as the header, and then we want to see the count. Just select the date of race or any of these fields and pop it in the values. Ensure it says count, and you can see there each jockey how they've performed. So Adam Wedge, 14 runs this year, 3 winners. Now, if we wanted to present that in percentage form, simply select on your value there, show value as, and we wanted to show percentage of row. So in this instance, 21.43, and you can scroll through and see which jockeys are performing better than others. So obviously, like I said, it's relatively small sample size, so be wary. Anybody with 100%, it might be that they've only had one ride so far this year, which looks to be the case there with Benjamin Macy. And as the year progresses, obviously more data is going to be inputted into it. So that's your starting point. I'm just going to close that one down. There we have it, 2,476 records, all sorted in here alphabetically by track. You can select any of these and it will do the sorting ascending, and then clicking it again will sort descending. So there you go, filtered it by jockeys alphabetically. Clicking this little orange button takes you down to the bottom here, and then you can flick through the pages. You can use the scroll bar, or you can use your arrow left right on your keyboard, and obviously you've got the full summary here. Now, wanting to look at more data, which I'm sure many of you do, we've got plenty of videos on Power Query and how to set that up. What I do is I simply create these archives of each of the year. So I'm exporting from the dashboard here unfiltered data. I'm just selecting a year at a time, and if it's unfiltered, it's probably best that you break it down into 2 or 3 months at a time. It won't take you very long to export that. The reason there's a cap on that is to prevent strain on the server. People who would try and export the full data set in one hit, your machine won't be able to cope. I'm talking over 2 million rows. Excel would not be able to cope either. So we've put a restriction on it of 60,000 rows at a time, because there are some people still using versions of Excel that cannot handle more than 64,000 rows worth of data. So we've capped it at 64,000, but unfiltered, you can export so 2-3 months at a time, maybe in 4 months at a time, and then you knit those together, as I've done here. So 2014, for instance, we have the full data set in here. Just open this one up. And you could do a pivot table in the same way, or however suits you, whatever it is that you're looking to see. Now, if you don't have great Excel skills, then I would recommend looking on either our YouTube channel or other YouTube channels out there specifically around pivot tables and how you set those up. This is very rough cut, but just to show you Jockey's place and date of race. There's a count in there, and you can see the data pulling through for the last year. Now, if you're wanting to be a bit cleverer and you want to combine, then you're looking into the realms of Power Query, where you can select from file, and what you can do in your Power Query is pull through all of the files within a specific folder on your PC. Now, I've done several separate videos on Power Query already on our channel, so I would recommend, if you want to know a little bit more about how a Power Query works, check out those videos, or again, any of the resources on the internet. But there you go, very simple. Anybody interested in Jockey data, use our dashboard as your main exporting tool, and then do your filtering and formatting in Excel.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more useful content.